The Gables, luxury waterfront apartments in Irving, Texas. Well, how are we going to do that? Well, this is the 10th of June, 2024, and we're visiting Lake Carolyn. Now, Lake Carolyn is a man-made lake, and here we see a series of high-end apartments and condominiums. And yes, for an extra price, you can have a unit that overlooks beautiful Lake Carolyn. Now, Lake Carolyn is an interesting lake. It's totally man-made. I notice the water level is very consistent, always stays at that level. A walkway pretty much goes the entire circumference of the lake. We see beautiful high-rise office buildings and condominiums. And there we see one of the residents walking their dog. Certainly a pet-friendly neighborhood. Now, this is a mixed-use facility, and what does that mean? That means that I have both business and residential. And there we see an upscale restaurant, and right above it is a series of condos. There's a very impressive office building, and of course, with the condo fee comes the grounds maintenance. And so they have a group of people that not only maintain the building, but maintain the grounds. All of the vegetation, the flowers, the fountain, etc. And of course, you must have parking. They have elaborate parking garages. And there we're looking out at Lake Carolyn. Here we see the flowers. There's one of the upscale restaurants. Theoretically, you can live here and never really have to leave, because I have a series of high-end restaurants. My office and my home are all right here. Now, what I want to do is I want to give you the impression that you're in an Italian villa. Oh, by the way, these paddle boats are rather expensive. So we see the duck boat and the swan boat. But here, this canal is supposed to look like a canal in Italy. That's right. And it's quite interesting. It's called the Mandalay Canal Walk at Las Colinas, with top-notch restaurants, shops, and hotels. Now remember, we're in Irving, Texas, but here we're just trying to give the ambience of Italy. So here we have the canal. Now the canal just goes in and out of the Lake Carolyn. And again, the water level is always the same. Certainly a very interesting, beautiful place to live. It's a little overcast today. Weather's not too hot, but here in Texas it can get very warm, and that swimming pool would certainly be welcome. Now, as we walk around here, you might get the impression that this place is abandoned. Well, we're here on the middle of a weekday. So obviously people are in their offices or their homes working. And this, of course, is the work from home time. Now, here are the gondolas. That's right. You can go and rent a gondola, and the gondola person is going to carefully move you through the canal. So here you can take your date and actually get the sensation of a canal in Italy. Now here we see the different condominiums and apartments, and I call them waterfront. Well, there's the water. That's right, you have a waterfront condominium. And of course we need to know what time it is, and there with the tower over on the left, it looks like I'm in Europe. And there's that European flair. Of course, that office building behind it kind of gives it away. And that's certainly an impressive building. What a place.